Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Geek Nostalgia Podcast. I am your host, Gina Rowan, joined as always by.
What's going on, everybody? It's Dave.
Today, we are going to get into Nostalgia Night, which is to say, if we were to grab a gathering of our friends and loved ones and celebrate a particular decade, thematically speaking, this is kind of what it would look like. Now, I want to set the table, and Dave, I'm going to start off with you. We're going to go decade by decade, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. Now, when you set about this task, how did you go about deciding what your bumpers, what your guidelines, like what does each of the values for these categories say about you and why it's there?
Well, I thought this would be fun. When you get on social media, you'll see those posts like, how would you rate this game nut from back in the day? And it would have a game console, a game, a food, and a drink. And you pick, it'd give you choices and you pick which one you would do. So it's like, why don't we do that individually for each decade since we've been alive? What we liked, more specifically, and more of what we did a lot, drank a lot, ate a lot, and what we remember the most of those decades of having of each of these things. Got it, like for food. I know I had tacos, but what did I have more during that decade?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I watched a lot of movies, but what did I watch the most? What did I play the most, especially as a kid? What did I act out the most? Type thing. What could I talk about more with friends at school? So all those things together is what helped made my nostalgia nights. And then, up to 2020s is more of me and my kids.
Different eras of your life, they're kind of represented in a different way. I mean, that makes sense.
And some of these things you can't even get anymore. So,
okay. Well, then, as far as setting table goes, I do want to point out we're gonna in each era, each decade, as it were, we're gonna call out certain categories: board game, TV show, movies, snacks, food, consoles, video games, music, stuff. Random, the stuff that would kind of build our night. And we're going to go one by one. Dave, let's start on the 80s and work our way forward.
Okay. Console.
You asked me to go first?
Yeah. What's your console?
Yeah. So for me, it's very simple. Very, very simple. I didn't have to think about this much, Dave. Arcade. We're talking Pac-Man, Tetris, Galaga, stuff in that range, or stuff in that kind of category.
Okay. I had NES.
Well done, sir.
Game.
Miss Pac-Man, Tetris, Galaga.
Okay. I did Super Mario.
Which one?
First one.
First one. Okay. Now, for the record, on a lot of these, I end up having multiple options because I'm thinking about as a host.
Uh-huh.
What I want to offer multiple options, or am I going to like force people into a box? I don't know. So that was me being a little bit indecisive and me covering up for my indecision, but it's something in that realm. And I asked you about your Mario because I think I almost said NES, and I think I did some research, and the first one was firmly in the 80s. I think the third one, depending on if you look at the US release or the Japanese release, I believe did come out in the late 80s, but the US version came out in like 91 for number 3, which is my favorite of the original trilogy. So I was very close. If that game would have came out in the US in the 80s, there's a good chance I have NES on here instead of arcade. Okay. Dave, board game.
Back in the day, it was all about those hippos.
Hippos. Yeah. Holy shit. I can't believe I went through this entire exercise and didn't think about Hungry Hippo. Which by the way, that's there's a whole bevy of tabletop games back then that were basically slap action.
Yeah.
So like well done, Dave. Well done. I put on here Trivial Pursuit, which you're either going to love or you're going to hate. And then Battleship.
Classic.
Yeah, classic. I like a lot of the quote-unquote classic games. Hasbro, I guess that would be. Yeah. Okay. Take us to the next category.
TV show.
Golden Girls. Yeah.
I don't remember ever really coming across that on the TV.
I watched my mother.
Well, my mom was going a lot of the time for for work or whatever. So whatever I saw on the TV, it was basically just me there and, oh, what's this?
Okay.
Mine was Alf.
Nice. Okay. Underrated, Mr. Alf was.
He's due for a reboot, I think.
Oh, I would agree. Let's go to your comfort zone, Dave. Movies.
So, ton of great 80s movies.
So many.
That's where I live. But because of the fact that I talked about it so much at school and we played it out in the playground all the time, Aliens.
Oh, well done, sir. Well done. I have a recurring theme with some of mine to kind of keep the night fun and light. Never more true than the 80s, because I picked Lost Boys, vampire flick, arguably not as light, but campy, very, very campy. And then Goonies.
Okay. Little fun, little scare.
Yeah.
All a bunch of boys.
Yes. Yes.
What are you snacking on in the 80s?
Okay. So there's going to be another recurring theme with my list. Pizza is an integral part of all the decades. So it's a very specific type of pizza in every decade. And then the snacks. Snacks, to answer your question directly, sir, we're probably talking cheese balls and some version of pizza rolls. And I have to do the research. I don't remember when bagels became a thing. Pizza bagels.
Pizza bagels, that's probably early 90s, 1991.
Okay, I believe that actually. So I wrote down cheese balls, pizza rolls from a pizza standpoint. And there's going to be an arc here with my pizza journey. Local spots. I had a couple of local spots where I grew up. So without a shadow of a doubt, it's one of two local spots that are specific to that area. One's still there, La Roma's, and the other one was a gas station, Wereco. But that's where I'm at with snacks and food. What about you?
So you treat pizza like a taco. Anything can be a taco. Anything can be a pizza for you.
Yeah. And it's applicable in any situation.
My snack is more of a homemade type thing. I don't know if everybody has had it or even heard of it, but peanut butter, and syrup, and you put that on bread.
Peanut butter and syrup.
And butter.
And butter. Okay, there's three components there. Peanut butter, but what is the buildup, sir? Are you 2 slices of bread, peanut butter one side, butter the other?
Oh, no, you put the peanut butter, the butter, and syrup in a bowl, and you stir it all up, mix it.
Okay.
And then you take that and you put it on bread.
No, I've never heard of that.
It's delightful little sweet treat.
Not doctor recommended.
Probably not, but it's poor folk food.
Okay. All right. Let's see that.
Either that or eating straight out of a sweetened condensed milk can.
Oh, my goodness, Dave. Holy crap. Sweetened condensed milk is basically icing.
It's good stuff.
I don't disagree. All right.
And for my food, I don't know if you remember, did you have Sonic up
No.
north?
No, sir.
Okay. Down here, Sonic was still a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Food, being that age, it was all about the hot dogs. But also, they used to have deep fried burritos like you'd get at a gas station.
No kidding.
And you put that Sonic chili and cheese on top of it.
Ooh.
I don't know why they ever stopped doing that, but that was one of my go-tos as a kid.
Okay, Dave, just breaking from the 80s for a second. Would you agree that the chili cheese dog from Sonic is all-time great? Foot long, folks, foot long. Just to be specific.
It's pretty good. Like, I didn't have a chili cheese dog as a kid. It was just a hot dog.
Yeah.
Like, I do like those hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're real, fake, or what, but I like that flavor.
I know they're real good.
That's what I'm used to for a hot dog flavor. But definitely their chili and cheese combo. Mm-hmm. You can't get that anywhere else.
Undefeated.
Right. They got that down to a good taste.
Okay.
And as far as every Sonic I've been to, I've never had a chili cheese combination that tasted different. It's all tasted the same.
Very consistent.
So
okay. Did you write down anything from music?
Nothing from music. Back then it was just whatever was on the radio.
Okay.
My mom was listening to probably some kind of 80s would probably be Mariah Carey, Kenny G.
Okay.
Was it Color Me Bad, I think was early 90s.
Okay.
But Paula Abdul, those kind of poppy
yeah.
things too. That's what my mom would listen to then, so that's what I listened to.
And that's what I'm thinking. What are people hearing when they walk in the door before the quote-unquote party gets going? Just And I wrote down Queen, Journey, and Cyndi Lauper.
You see, I never really got to listen to rock as a kid. Nobody else did.
Oh, okay.
Not until the 90s.
Okay. Okay. Big rock family, my household. So, yeah. All right. Does that wrap us up on the 80s?
Oh, no, we had the very important thing here, drink.
Ooh. Okay.
Here, there's one very specific drink
Give it to me.
for the 80s. High C Ecto Cooler.
Oh, that's awesome. Those are fantastic. I haven't seen one of those. Not the packaging, not the images. I almost feel like it's one of those things that's almost forgotten to history, but super cool. Super cool. For me, drinks, back then, because we were broke, it was not 2 liter. No, sir. 3 liter. These like generic sodas.
From the dollar store.
Yeah.
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 With the metal caps that you took off, right?
Believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
The generic is all get out. Probably weren't all that good in retrospect, but that's what we had the few times mom would allow us to drink something other than water.
So what specific flavors?
So she would get the cola and she would get strawberry, generic strawberry soda. Yeah. And then for me, she'd get root beer.
I was going to say no root beer, especially with the pizza. I mean,
Oh, I love me some root beer, sir.
there's something about the cheap root beer.
I will address that in the 90s. I agree.
I mean, I'm not a Barks fan. I never have been big on Barks. Like I like the mug, but the cheap stuff is
Where it's at.
yeah. I love that cheap stuff.
I agree completely.
The root beer though, like the Coke, I prefer Coca-Cola.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, that root beer.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the cheap, dirty version.
Yes.
All right, that's 80s. Let's go
All right.
90s.
Let's go to 90s, and I want to start on drinks because you brought it up.
Yeah.
Did you have an Aldi near you growing up?
No.
Okay. So I had an Aldi. This is way when I was a young kid. We're talking early 90s. There was an Aldi that my mom liked to shop at. And to this day, I remember their house sodas, their private brand sodas, root beer, cream soda. Root beer was a brown can with little air bubbles on it. The cream soda was a pink can with little air bubbles on it.
Pink?
Pink. I think it was pink. I have to go look at it. I have to go look at it. It was, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was pink. But those are my go-to sodas for that entire decade. The only time I strayed from that, in all likelihood, is if I were drinking a Sprite or a 7-Up, which, to be honest with you, back then I drank interchangeably. That's it. Locked, Dave.
You drank Sprite because Kobe Bryant drank Sprite.
I don't know what got me on it. I'll be honest with you. I liked Sprite.
You remember those commercials?
Oh, yeah.
That was 90s, right?
Oh,
Kobe Bryant drinks Sprite.
might have been early 2000s. Let's go look.
No,
That's
no.
possible. I mean, it could have been late 90s.
Maybe late 90s.
Could have been late 90s.
Because first it was Jordan and Gatorade,
Mm.
and then it was Kobe and Sprite.
Yeah, Sprite went on a run with basketball athletes.
It was late 90s.
Yeah,
Late
it was
90s.
late 90s. Yeah.
I mean, it's still in the decade.
Oh, yeah.
Mine, there was a couple, and neither one, unfortunately, can you get now. Mr. Pibb Classic.
Oh, that's right. They're all Pib Extra now, aren't they?
Yeah. And then you remember the Welch's Grape Soda.
I remember it as a vague and distant memory, but I do remember it, sir.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. That fake grape, like Dave Chappelle says, sugar, water, purple.
Yeah.
That was some good stuff.
I remember it. Was that a Coke product?
I think so.
Okay. Because
Pibb was too, I believe.
Okay. Yeah. It's a shame on both of those fronts, by the way, because Pib was genuinely good. Pib Extra's fine. But Pib Classic was fantastic. The Minute Maid grape soda, or not Minute Maid, sorry, what'd you say?
Welch's.
Welch's grape soda. Good stuff. I hate that stuff went away. Fanta's good. They do a fair job, but those should never went away.
Only because Fanta's all we got.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Crush, but
Who gives a shit, right?
yeah, I don't care about Crush.
Right, who gives a shit?
Now, the next decade in the drink, that's going to bring back some memories too.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
But yeah, and in fact, the Mr. Pibb Classic, I preferred that over Dr. Pepper back then.
Oh, I believe it. Well, by the way, folks, obviously we are in Texas. We say that all the time. I didn't grow up in Texas. Mr. Dave did. So for someone from Texas that grew up in Texas to say they like something more than Dr. Pepper, like that's pretty fucking monumental. That's almost unheard of because Dr. Pepper is huge down here.
Oh yeah, people fight over their Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to push this into music because you didn't have a lot to say on music in the 80s. I'm just going to say with music in the 90s, grunge. That's it. Just grunge, a little bit of Big, a little bit of Pac. But that was 90s to me. That's Pearl Jam and folks like that, a little bit of Chili Peppers.
Okay. 90s for me. So early 90s, still mainly what my mom listened to on the radio. I did get my Walkman at this time.
Nice.
That's when I started listening to more metal, rock. So Metallica, Suicidal Tendencies. And then as time progressed through mid to late 90s, it turned into the Alanis Morissette,
Nice.
some of the grunge stuff.
Now, the original Walkmans, that was the little square cassette player, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Got it.
Yeah, with the cheapest headphones you could think of. And
Those motherfuckers didn't fit on your ears, Dave.
you 4 AA batteries, and you'd have to change them out every day.
And everyone could hear what you're listening to.
Oh, yeah. Constantly I was told to turn it down because they didn't want to hear it.
And they weren't even loud. The headphones were just that shitty.
Yeah. Right. We got console for 90s.
So in the spirit of showing everyone a good time for that decade, I'm very focused on the N64, native 4-player, sir. GoldenEye, the wrestling games back then, WWE versus NWO, WCW versus NWO, all those. Blitz, because the Nintendo 64 version of Blitz was fantastic. Wasn't as good as the Dreamcast version, but it was damn close to being arcade, quote unquote, arcade perfect. And then I believe, Dave, that our younger years, particularly during the 90s, was the apex of fighting games. I strongly believe that. So there would be some Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat rounds in there somewhere, I'm sure.
All right, well, every decade that I went through, for some reason, I would always think about the early part of the decade.
Me too.
So I don't think it even registered that N64 and PlayStation 1 was out in the late 90s. So I put Super Nintendo, which is still one of my top consoles anyway. So Super Nintendo, and although it's not a multiplayer game or anything, you could take turns. Donkey Kong Country.
Excellent.
What do you have? What tabletop game you playing in the 90s?
So there's one I'm sure you'll remember, and one that's a little more obscure. Board game, Don't Wake Daddy.
I always wanted to play that, but I never got a chance to. That and Mousetrap.
You know, I would love to know, folks listening to this, if you played Mousetrap and you actually played the damn game, didn't just set it up to let it go off. I want to know that because I did some research on this, Dave. So many people across Reddit, many Reddit forums were like, hey, look, either I didn't have the game and I always wanted it, but I didn't have it, or I had the game, but I never played it. I would just set the thing up and let it go off because they wanted to see the motion, right?
Well, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I never wanted to play it either. I just wanted to set the damn thing up or see how I could modify the traps to do things differently.
Like all those little pieces, I want to play.
Yeah, probably took an hour to set it up. But so Don't Wake Up Daddy, but the obscure one, there was a board game called the Uncanny X-Men, and it came with actual little figurines. And there were people I knew that would actually paint them. So you had these full color X-Men characters. And it was a dice-based game. I played many hours of that with one of my buddies.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, it's worth a Google. It's the little figurines were incredibly detailed.
I have a classic skip bow.
Hold on, yeah.
I remember hours of that on the big kitchen table with the family members. Just playing it for probably like 6 at night till 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Okay. I'm really fascinated to know what you chose for TV show.
Easy. It's all about The Simpsons.
Nice. What is it about the 90s, by the way, that made that such an easy category? Because by the way, of all the categories and all the decades we worked on for this, sir, 90s TV show was the easiest one for me. Required no deep thought whatsoever.
I had to think a little bit because you had the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in there.
Respect.
You had VR Troops.
Mhm.
And then you had, Batman animated series, Superman animated series, Animaniacs. I mean, it's a huge, long list.
Maybe that's what it is. There's so many iconic things that whoever you are, there was something that sung to you.
I mean, everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Rugrats, Doug, Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Going down that Nickelodeon rabbit hole. Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
What was it? Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell. But yeah, Simpsons is the one that always, I guess, made me feel older.
Yeah, I can see that. It kind of snuck in mature themes.
And it was one of those where I wasn't allowed to watch it, but I would watch it anyway.
So as a grown geek, okay, X-Men the animated series and Batman the animated adventures, what do they call it? Batman the animated series, the animated series, BAS, are two of the most foundational things for me, period in the story. But if I was having a nostalgia party for the 90s, I couldn't put any of those shows on because then I would be a terrible host because I just want to watch the show and I would ignore the world. So what are the two things that scream 90s to me that are fun and light to stay with my theme? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and In Living Color.
Yeah. Two shows that I didn't even think about, but I also watched them.
Again, there's so many.
Yeah. I mean, Turtles. I didn't even talk about Turtles.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of good television in the 90s for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, pick the next category.
Movie.
Okay. Did you struggle on this one? I actually struggled on this one a little bit.
I didn't because there's one that was such a big, huge thing. And it's when you saw an advancement in the technology for movie making.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I mean, you have this on, nobody's going to complain.
okay. I have an idea of what you're going to say, but go ahead.
T2.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Jurassic Park.
No, Terminator was before Jurassic Park, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
See, it might have been around the same time.
But you're right. As far as cinematography, sound effects, the whole sound stage of it all, yeah.
Oh, the CGI.
CGI, yeah. Yeah, it was kind of a glimpse when you think about what they attempted to do in the 80s. They didn't execute very well. They did execute exceptionally well for that movie.
Well, they got close with The Abyss.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Same kind of technology, really. But, I mean, the Jurassic Park, that was still animatronics.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, wow. That's a good call out, Dave. Cute, fun, and light. Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy, and then I also put in Sidekicks. That might be something, thinking about our conversation we had about Chuck Norris in the previous episode, that could possibly be a thing that makes me a bad host because I just want to sit there and watch the movie. That might be a bad idea.
Was Tommy Boy 90s?
I thought it was. I thought it was like 96 or something.
Is it that old?
Tommy Boy. I'm looking at it right now. 95.
Really?
Yeah.
Tommy Boy was 95.
Yeah. March 31st, 1995. Yep.
Holy crap.
Yeah. I know.
I thought I was so much older when that movie came out.
But you know what, Dave? It could have been one of those flicks that you discovered and loved well after the fact. Because honestly, that's some of the challenges I had doing 80s stuff. Doing the 80s decades, there were things came out in the 80s that I didn't discover until the 90s because I was kind of, I was at the whim of my parents. And whatever was brought into the house, I couldn't go out and procure these things myself. So that could have been a situation with Tommy Boy for you.
Well, that kind of blows my mind there.
Yeah.
What about snack? What were you snacking?
Okay. So we already talked about the drinks, generic root beer, cream soda, occasional Sprite, 7-Up. Snack-wise, though, I fell out of love with salty snacks for a long time. I did. During this era, if I had snacks, you're really most likely to see me with like Twix or a Snickers. A candy bar is that's kind of my candy bar era, to be honest, in the 90s. And then general food, just like in the 80s where I said local, 90s, similar situation, still local, or for some reason, and God knows they didn't earn it, Pizza Hut.
That's probably turtle influenced.
I have no doubt. Even the Pizza Hut near me sold crunchy ass burnt crust. So that's why I say it wasn't earned. It wasn't good pizza, sir. It wasn't.
Also, the book club.
Oh, shit, that's right.
And you'd get the personal pan from Pizza Hut.
Book it. Yep, book it. That's right. That is, you know what? You're right. That was it. That got me to read. Yeah, you're right. I forgot all about those. Yeah, that was a home run for Pizza Hut there. Smart on them.
Yeah.
Damn, good catch, Dave. What about you? What were you snacking on back then?
So my snack then was all about the Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'd eat a whole bag. We'd go. So Sunday night dinner was always a dinner I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
It was also grocery shopping day.
Okay.
So I would usually get a bag of chips for the week, but I would get them just a snack on right before dinner, but I would eat the whole bag so that way I wouldn't be hungry. So I may have went through my chip resource for the week, but it got me out of Sunday night dinner.
Well, so Dave, let me ask you, might be a hot take, but Doritos' two most popular flavors by a mile, Cool Ranch and their nacho cheese. Which side of that are you on, generally speaking?
Today or back then?
Today.
Today it's nacho cheese.
Okay. I'm not a huge chip person in general because I don't like them getting stuck in my teeth. However, I have consistently maintained that Cool Ranch Dorito was the superior flavor. Don't let my daughter hear me say that because that's not going to go over well. But
I mean, I don't have a problem with Cool Ranch. I'll eat Cool Ranch today, but I prefer either the nacho cheese or the taco flavor.
Okay. Actually, I thought you were going to say something else and bring spicy nacho into the mix, in which case things get more difficult for me at that point.
No, I prefer the classic nacho cheese.
Okay.
But the taco flavor ones are pretty good too, if you can find them.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Dave. I've seen them in stores and I see them occasionally, but I couldn't tell you the last time that I was walking through a freaking 7-Eleven. Like, hey, look at that.
Yeah. So Cool Ranch Doritos for the snack. Food at this time was pizza.
Okay.
A lot of Little Caesars.
Oh.
It was a cheaper pizza, and there was a time where you could get like this. You could get Kool-Aid from Little Caesars to get with your pizza, and it would come in like this accordion-shaped drink holder thing that had a straw attached to it. I don't know what it is, but yeah, Kool-Aid and pizza.
So Dave, I didn't have a Little Caesars near me. I never even seen a Little Caesars until probably after we met in high school. Like they weren't in my area, they weren't local, but knowing that they provided cheap pie, I have no doubt with my tight ass mother, if it were close by, we probably would have also done the same.
Oh yeah, $5 mediums.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
We used to do that all the time.
Yes.
When we would start driving, we'd just hang out on the weekends. Yeah, everybody get their own medium pizza, 2 liter.
It's a beautiful thing. 2 liter. Holy shit. You guys got your own 2 liter?
It was just like one of the houses we'd go to.
Yeah.
His mom would be gone.
Oh.
So we'd have the whole house for the weekend.
That's awesome.
So that when she did work, she worked nights anyway, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, we'd go get the pizza in 2 liters.
Special shout out for the 90s as relates to pizza, because you reminded me, right? You having the house to yourself. My mother and stepdad, they like to go camping. They had a camper. They paid some campground, some ungodly amount of money to keep their camper there year round. They go there on the weekends. So pretty much through the entirety of my middle school year, sir, I was left a couple 2 liters and a DiGiorno. So there was a lot of DiGiornos consumed during that time period because mom's like, hey, have one of your buddies stay with you. Typically it's my buddy Rick because he's right up the street, or my buddy Joe who's right down the street. And that's what I would eat on from Friday evening to Saturday morning is a couple DiGiornos.
No Totino's? Mm-hmm. Like the real cheap dollar pizzas?
No, my mom...
the rectangle shaped ones?
No, when my mom discovered DiGiorno, it damn near derailed us from getting good pizza. She was that far into it.
DiGiorno, not delivery.
I know. And I'm not shitting on DiGiorno, but it was always very bready. It's a whole self-rising crust thing is that way by design. And Maybe it's because she was cheap, and she's like, well, let's fill you up more. She got more crust. Maybe that's what it was, thinking back on it. But I just got to just shout out to DiGiorno. There was a lot of that.
Mine did a lot of Pizza Hut, Domino's until Little Caesars as a kid. I'd say early 90s. Mid 90s was the Domino's, Pizza Hut.
Mm-hmm.
And in the later 90s, back to Little Caesars.
Okay.
So that was my whole pizza span in the 90s, but it was definitely pizza a lot.
Interesting.
That you did your food, right?
Yeah, I believe that taps me for the 90s.
Okay, yeah. So now we go into the 2000s.
Yes.
The aughts.
All right. I'm just going to put it out there, Dave. I didn't put anything down for board games because I did play a lot during that period of board games.
What I have down, you're going to be like, oh, yeah. Magic Gathering.
Ah, shit. Yep. Just going to pencil that in. Yes. Yes, our mutual friend introduced me to that, and that was a glorious, glorious game. Okay, you got me there.
It's the only one I played during that in the 2000s.
I'd also point to, like, you and I graduated high school in the early 2000s. Coming into that point in our lives where we're working, making money, we can buy our own video games. Yeah. Like, I got deep into video games during that time. Like, that's probably the height of my gaming is during that period. So I wanted to play everything. But yeah, well said.
All right, then curious into the console and game. What you got?
You know what? I kept this one simple. A lot of my other categories, all my other categories, I put multiple things down there. Not on this. No, sir. Grand Theft Auto 3. And there's a very specific reason why I didn't bother to open this up to multiple categories. I bought Grand Theft Auto 3, if I'm not mistaken, when I was still living in Texas, because there was that last semester of my high school year that I moved back up north to graduate up there. And the recurring theme of Grand Theft Auto 3 was you didn't even have to be a gamer to enjoy it. I remember being at my buddy's house, putting the game on, just playing it, right? And like my buddy's cousin's sister would be there because their family was at the house quite a bit. And like, hey, can I try that? And all of a sudden, someone who doesn't even play video games, period, is driving around the city carjacking people.
Yeah.
It was just that type of game. It had that kind of, it was just fun. Not even play the quote unquote story, just to fuck around.
Yeah. Even today, you do the same thing with the GTAs.
Yeah. GTA 3, beginning and end right there.
On what system?
It would have been a PlayStation 2.
I also have the PS2, but I have DOA 2.
Oh, okay.
Played several hours of that with everybody.
Okay. We played that, sir.
Did we?
Yeah. Me, you, and the friend group, we would bounce back and forth between that and Tekken Tag Tournament, if I recall. I was never particularly good at either.
Yeah, I remember doing the DOA 2 a lot.
Mm-hmm. I like the wrestling characters.
Like almost the whole, and pretty much the whole night. We may take a movie break in there to watch a movie.
Yeah.
While we eat something, and then right back to DOA 2. But yeah, that's my game. What do you got for TV show? And this one was hard because I really wasn't watching TV in the early 2000s, like at all.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Everything that I watched from that era, I watched years after it had already either finished its run or, it was many seasons in. But I put two shows on here. The Office. I was a big fan of those early years in particular of The Office. And then a little show called Freaks and Geeks.
I remember that.
Yeah. It's where many prominent actors got their start, but the director was, oh, come on, it's not working. The guy who did Superbad and all those movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Judd Apatow, and then that whole cast of Freaks and Geeks. I mean, if you look at them on IMDb, every single one of them went on to have a long career in Hollywood. And it was hilarious. It was funny. It was irreverent. It captured youthful angst, but like in a hilarious kind of way. Yeah, it was something special. What about you?
I always heard of it, but I never actually took the time to watch it. TV show I can remember that I would watch. Early 2000s, you got to think this is when reality TV was really starting to become a thing.
Huge.
I always liked watching Fear Factor.
Fantastic show. Joe Rogan, baby.
Yeah. Early Joe Rogan here. And as a matter of fact, I watch the new Fear Factor now.
I do too.
In Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah. Dude, Johnny Knoxville was born to be a host of that show.
Yeah, well, I mean, he'll do some of the things with them.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
Licking the electric fly swatter.
Yeah. Movie you got.
Okay. Just real quick, because I pulled it up. Just some of the people that were on Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
Linda Cardellini, John Francis Daly, James Franco, Sam Levine, Seth Rogen, Jason Segel, Martin Starr, Busy Phillips. And this is just the ones that jump out at me looking at the IMDb. Like, so many people got their start on that show. Yeah. Movie. So I have Training Day, which probably doesn't go with the whole light and fun theme, but it's just one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's just awesome. It's just awesome. And then Born Identity.
Yeah, well, those are pretty popular. I went with Fast and Furious.
That first Fast and Furious, folks, if any of y'all who are too young to remember, you weren't around, whatever the case may be, Fast and the Furious was like a cultural phenomenon.
Oh, it started something.
Yes, it did. I mean, street racing and all that. Like most people who love the Fast and Furious series, their biggest heartburn, tell me if you disagree, is that they got away from the street racing element because that's what made it special.
Yeah, it's more about flying cars now.
Going into space and shit. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, pushing beyond limits of a typical car.
Yes.
Yeah, the first one was great. It started a whole new era of life.
Well, I mean,
you looked at everything differently because it was like I could do this to that car.
Yeah.
This or
and the characters they created, right? It made Vin Diesel a star. It made Paul Walker a star. They had these, even though it was like a very hardcore street kind of life that they were pushing in that movie, themes of family, like it was special. It was absolutely special.
I can remember when that came out in theaters. I went with a group of friends. We all went to go see the Final Fantasy animated movie. And I'd never played the games. One of the friends went to go see Fast and Furious by themselves. I wish I'd have gone with him.
Yes. I don't remember that Final Fantasy movie being any good, so.
No, and I mean, I was kind of lost the whole time because I didn't know anything about it. So I regret not seeing Fast and Furious in the theater.
That would have been a good theater movie.
Yeah.
With the sound.
I mean, the other ones are pretty good. In
Yeah.
the theater, with sound and everything.
Oh, for the record, regardless of their trajectory, of their story arc, their narrative landscape, I've still watched all of them. I've watched everyone that's been released so far. I enjoy them. They're good popcorn flicks.
I've watched it multiple times.
They're just not, they don't have the same energy as that first. Even I would argue the first two.
I mean, I'll go on a binge, but like I can't just watch one. Mm-hmm. I got to watch all of them.
Yeah.
So that's how I treat those. What was your snack?
So I got fruit snacks and I got 3D Doritos.
Okay.
A little bit of
what flavor?
Nacho.
Okay.
I know I just got harping on how much I like the Cool Ranch Dorito, but during this time period, it would have been fistfuls of the nacho.
Okay. I was never really a big fan of the 3D.
It was a moment in time.
It was a new, puffed air.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. It's a moment in time. I wouldn't buy it today. I did then because I don't know, it was something I thought was cool about it. Pizza. That's my recurring theme. Pizza. Papa John's got on my radar in a big way back then because of their cheese sticks. And then Pizza Patron. I don't have one of those near me now, but they had a chorizo pizza. And it wasn't like a greasy chorizo, more like a beef chorizo drained off type situation. Had more of a texture of like sausage crumbles like you'd see on a pizza. But it was chorizo. And I loved it.
Was that in Phoenix?
No, actually, I ate that here. There was one in Denton that I used to go to back when me and Crystal had first moved there. No, not when we first moved there because that was the apartments. This one had been when we lived in these duplexes. There was one on that side of Denton, the far side of a university, going toward TWU, where there was a pizza patron. They sold chorizo pizza.
Mm-hmm. I preferred the much more solid tortilla chip, but also nacho cheese flavor.
Nice.
Doritos.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
transitioned from Cool Ranch, and this is now my nacho
Well,
cheese.
this is where it happened.
Yeah.
Okay. And we didn't come back from this, sounds like.
I'll throw some Cool Ranch in there every now and then, but yeah,
Okay.
nacho cheese is just my go-to if I'm gonna have a chip, really. But I also like the traditional Lay's.
Yeah, those are great.
Classics never die.
Yeah.
My food at this time, heavy, like every night. Jack in the Box.
Oh, tacos?
Tacos, egg rolls, bacon cheeseburgers, curly fries, cheesecake, chicken sandwiches,
Oh,
everything.
You shop the menu.
Yeah, I mean,
That's awesome.
that's what I was every night thing. You could go there and get something different every time.
Yeah.
You know, if you want Mexican, I mean, it's not really Mexican, but
Whatever,
you
yeah.
go get tacos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you want Chinese, they had the teriyaki bowl,
That's right. I forgot.
egg rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of had everything. Plus, they were open 24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
And I typically, when I got off work and everything, it was late.
Mhm.
You know, it was either meet up with somebody at IHOP or grab Jack in the Box.
Mm.
So we're talking 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Shout out to when IHOP was good.
And Jack in the Box was my thing for a long time, really. You have a drink on yours?
Not really, honestly. I think that's where I started to come away from sodas a little bit because I became such a water and tea person. Not that I was trying to live healthy or anything. It's just I got really into water and tea, unsweet tea specifically. I would literally go through drive-throughs at McDonald's and get large unsweet teas. I think that's when they started the dollar. Was it the dollar
Large.
large?
When the dollar menu was a dollar menu.
And the dollar menu is a dollar menu. By the way, I would be remiss if, we're talking about food stuff from the 2000s. I would be remiss, Dave, if I didn't call out the $5 footlong
Subway.
from Subway because I ate a lot of those during that time period because they were cheap, very filling, and actually a foot long. Please don't sue me, Subway.
This isn't the drink I specifically had, but you never got on board with Sobe at all?
No.
Really?
Mm-mm.
The drink I had was Fruitopia.
Okay.
You remember those?
I do. A lot of those are like, for my palate, it's a little too sweet.
I loved it.
I say that also knowing that during that time period, I drank a lot of the big green Arizona green tea cans. There were a lot of those back then. And those had plenty of sugar. So
Yeah, they had honey and ginseng.
yeah, yes they did.
Yeah, I drank a few of those too. They're 99 cents for a big can. What?
It's hard to beat that.
Yeah, especially when you're thirsty. Yeah, you can drink that most of the day.
I hammer everything I drink though.
See, back then, I drink more now than I did then.
Okay.
So back then, a drink would last me, I'd go get a fountain drink, and it would last me hours.
See, my whole life, I can't share drinks with people for that reason because I just drink and drink and drink and drink until it's gone. That's been very, very consistent thing with my whole life.
I definitely drink more now.
Although you might have noticed when we drank a beer together, for reasons I still cannot explain, it takes me forever to drink a beer. I baby my beers, which is not a good thing to do to beer, folks, because you get the other half of the bottle and it's been sitting there for too long. It's not good. It's not good.
It's hot.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go, 2010s?
2010s. I do want to say music-wise, 2000s were kind of a happening time for me. Eminem, Fall Out Boy, Alicia Keys, Linkin Park. Like, there was some good music that came out of the early 2000s that still stay with me to this day. But 2000s, where do you want to start there?
Back to what you were saying.
Oh, yeah.
Music-wise, same thing for me.
Okay.
You had Ludacris.
Luda. Yeah.
Ludacris, Master P, Juvenile.
Yeah, I gotta forget about Juvenile.
Yeah, that was heavily my rap era of
Okay.
music listening.
Yeah.
Rap and R&B.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. That was, well, probably because, you watch Fast and Furious, you want to soup up your car and everything. And then now you got to have the audio system.
Something with some bass.
So that's what I had on my car. So what does that best? Rap music.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Mostly all of that. 2010s.
Was this a weird decade for you? I'm just curious. As far as populating this list, this is one I actually struggled with a little bit.
No, because this is when I was pretty much becoming the adult I am today.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think it was really that hard. A lot of these things I still do today, still have today, play today, whatever. Console, PS3. And I know I have a PS3 today, but I have no idea where I put it. I've been looking for it the past week. Like I can't find my PS3.
Okay.
But the game, there's a lot of games, but if we're gonna have some people over, I'm gonna go Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Okay. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. PS3 for me as well. Red Dead Redemption. But also, this was the era, I'd have to Google it to see when Rainbow Six Vegas 2 came out. I'm thinking about this just now on the fly. I didn't research this ahead of time. In fact, that might have been around that era, but I feel good, steadfast on Red Dead Redemption, even though there's no multiplayer. I probably could have thought that through a little bit better.
Yeah, because they didn't even have online at that time, I don't think.
No. If they did, it wasn't anything significant.
So you like the Vegas 2?
Oh, that was 2008. Yeah, it's not this. Vegas 2, yeah.
Well, right before it.
Yeah, right before it. Fair enough. But
I mean, 2 years isn't long for a game.
Well, especially in video game terms, when some of these consoles are supported for 10 years. But so probably something like that. I love those games. I played them for a very long time.
I mean, individually, instead of Call of Duty, I would go Red Dead and Skyrim.
Yeah. Skyrim was a monster back then as far as popularity and number of players at any given time.
Yeah, and I mean, you got 10 years in a decade. 5 years was spent in Skyrim and Red Dead.
Right. It's true. So, yeah. That's absolutely fair.
Heavily involved in those. Tabletop games. This is where... So I collect Monopolies.
Okay.
Not because I just love the game so much, but just the IP themes that you get for them. This is my tabletop. From 2010s, even until now. The different themes. They had a 80s turtle Monopoly.
Oh, cool.
I got that thing. I have all the turtle ones. Star Wars. Mm-hmm. I played one with my son a couple of months ago. The Deadpool Monopoly.
Oh, okay.
It's the IP theme monopolies. That's any of them really. They have their own little differences. And
oh yeah, I always felt like that the funnest thing to do with Monopoly is to bring your own little figure. I know it comes with them, right? But like this last Christmas, I bought some folks on my team. These little figures are about this big, and a couple of them were goats wearing crowns, and they're metal. And I thought that would be the best Monopoly piece ever. Like, I'm the greatest of all. That's what the fuck I am. The greatest. But okay, so Monopoly for you. For me, you mentioned something a second ago. You said this is sort of where you started becoming the adult you are now, right? Same thing here. 2010s became less about me and more about we. So when I think about board games, I think about the games that I would play with my wife or my daughter. So we're talking Catan for me and my wife. Ticket to Ride is something we all play together as a family. So those are the two that really jumped out at me. And Ticket to Ride, you know as well as I do, there's a million different variations. And actually nowadays, me and the wife play Ticket to Ride on Steam Deck. They have all kinds of expansions. It actually works really well. We each have our iPad out. So we're doing our own little map. And it's really cool.
I've never actually played that game.
Oh, love them. Absolutely love them.
TV show.
Again, more of a Wii type decade. So we're talking Mad Men and Game of Thrones.
Okay. And I went more with comedy, nostalgia based.
Yeah.
I've seen the whole series 3 or 4 times through The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, shit. That's a good one. That's a good one. If I would have thought about that, that might have ended up on here. Yes. One of the great ones, sir.
And yeah, I could watch that by myself, watch it with other people. Movies.
Winter Soldier, which may be guaranteed top 3 favorite Marvel films of all time. Certainly my favorite non-Avengers MCU film.
I would say out of all the Marvel movies, Winter Soldier is probably one of the more underrated ones.
Oh, yes. It is a film.
You don't hear anything for it.
Yeah, it's so good. And then I got the Expendables because you want to talk about a fun, good time. You don't got to think about it. Kind of dumb. That was a good one. That very first one, I really enjoyed.
Well, you took one of mine.
Did I?
Kind of. My movie, Expendables 2.
Okay. Which one is Jet Li? Is he in all of them?
Yes.
Okay,
I don't think he's in the last one.
Which one does him and Dolph Lundgren have their beef?
Their biggest beef is the first one.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay.
So they're always kind of going back and forth. Second one has Van Damme and Chuck Norris in it.
Okay, yep.
And I like that one because it has more of all the 80s action stars that I grew up watching and loving. So yeah, it has all of them in there.
When do we see Wesley?
That's the third one.
Okay, yeah.
Snack.
Okay. Mine, very simple, very straightforward. Twizzlers. And then I'm going to say chocolate pretzels, but when I say that, I'm encompassing the white ones, the chocolate ones, proper chocolate ones, but also the yogurt pretzels. That kind of, because I could eat all those pretty interchangeably.
Yeah. Sweet, salty.
Yeah.
I'm staying with my tortilla chip theme.
Mm-hmm.
Plain. With queso or salsa.
Respect. Yeah.
Now that I'm more of an adult, go to restaurants.
Right.
You're getting chips and salsa any chance you get.
You know what, Dave? I want to tell you something. You know the 7-Eleven nachos?
Yes.
I'm sure you know them well. I'd have 7-Elevens growing up. Push the little button, put your tray of chips under there. I never ate those until Crystal introduced me to them. So we're talking probably 2010s, honestly. She's like, hey, have you ever had these? And I was like, what?
If you go to QT, I don't know if they have the regular tortilla, but you can get the Cool Ranch or the nacho cheese nacho tray, and then you open that and you put the cheese on there.
Oh.
Do it that way.
Okay. Good?
I haven't had it.
Okay. Fair enough. I will say, as it relates to food, I got to keep my pizza theme going. 2010s, I really transitioned away from the big franchises because to me, they all started tasting the same and greasy and yada, yada. That's when I started looking for local joints. You know what I mean? Like a Joe's ran by some angry Italians. The angrier, the better. Although I feel like I get bullied into ordering calamari for some reason. But I really started to favor the more local spots.
Okay. Local pizza spots. So you like the pizza place here?
Which one are we referring to?
Right across from Fuzzy's.
Oh, yeah. I like them.
It's got the 2-story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait a minute. No. I'm thinking of the one further down the street. I haven't been to that one. You're talking about the big wood building, right?
I think it's wood.
Yeah, I haven't been there. Is it good?
It is a local favorite.
I did not know that.
It's a local town favorite.
I did not know that. I will go check them out.
Yeah, in fact, a lot of grandparents worked there.
Oh.
It was their first job when they were teenagers.
I've seen the building. It's big and awkward looking.
Yeah, and it has a huge tree right in the middle of the parking lot.
Yeah, I'll go check them out. No, I was thinking of the Italian joint that's across from Pulitas and what used to be Mamma Mia's, and now it's something else. They moved out. It's a nacho joint or something like that.
There's a pizza place over there. Oh, Pastafina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, definitely try the pizza place.
I'll check that out. I love local joints.
This Pastafina they have multiple locations.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can get those all around.
Oh, okay.
Pizza place is just here.
I never would have guessed that. But did you finish your snacks?
My snacks, yes. My food is very seasonal.
Okay.
But it's my one time of the year where I'm like, I don't care, I'm having it. And it just happens to be around Thanksgiving, Christmas time. The McRib season from McDonald's.
Ooh, okay.
That is my yearly food.
So you are of the McRib faithful.
Oh, yes. Yes, I have to have at least 3 or 4 times every year that it's out. Not so much 2 or 3 times a week anymore, like it used to be. But yeah, at least 2 or 3 times a season now.
Yeah. We've talked about this before, your love for McRibs. I've known folks that I've worked with in the past who would, when it was McRib season, they would go get a drink and a McRib with a side of McRib. And like they just about it.
Oh yeah, it's like crack. But, I mean, it comes from McDonald's, so
Who knows, right?
yeah. And then wash that down with a Dr Pepper. That was my drink during that time. Dr Pepper.
Okay. I don't have anything else for the 2010s. Just shout out the type of music I was listening to back then. Bruno Mars, a lot of Kanye, Imagine Dragons, that kind of thing. But again, 2010s, less me, more we. So life was a little quicker, faster then. My daughter was very young and at that point. So
Yeah, so the music for me would be, I was actually starting to listen to older stuff again.
it's interesting because coming into this, I was transparent that I didn't do anything for the 2020s because we're in the 2020s. And you're like, hey, yeah, let's go and cover it. And as I'm writing stuff down, Dave, that's what I'm finding is I'm going full circle.
Yeah, like, I'm done progressing.
Exactly.
I want to start going back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, take me back to the 80s and 90s, even the early 2000s. That's my comfort zone. That's where I want to stay.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for me for that decade. You have anything else?
No certain kind of drinks stick out.
No, I think I was still riding high with mostly water and unsweet tea around that time. Okay. And then honestly, 2010s, I think that's another one of those areas. I'm starting to get established as an adult. I have a, adult job, adult money, and it was just like experimentation. Like there came a point in my life where I was determined to eat the world. So I wanted to try everything I never tried. That involved getting into, especially in 2010s, getting into an Indian food kick, getting into a Thai food kick, just everything, going down the line, all the dominoes.
I'm surprised drink-wise, especially since you were around the Denton area and Fort Worth area. Like, I'm surprised it wasn't an IPA.
No, I never got into that. I always thought those beers taste like piss. Now, I will say this. If Crystal or Maya were to walk into this studio right now, they would hold their hand up and they point out the fact that for probably 5 or 6 years straight, I drank a Mountain Dew every morning instead of coffee. Not every morning, probably like just during the week, Monday through Friday. So I would have to throw Mountain Dew. I drank a lot of Mountain Dew, but then I started transitioning to coffee around this time.
So that Mountain Dew gave you the morning buzz you needed?
It did, but I just dropped about 9:30-ish, like everything, because of all the sugar.
Yeah.
It was just through the fucking floor. I'm like, this sucks. Like I'm not even getting halfway to lunch and I'm getting drowsy.
Yeah, you gotta drink another.
Apparently, well, I always had a rule that I would never drink more than one soda a day.
Oh, you make it the first thing you drink?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a bad move. I totally admit it was a bad move, sir. It was a bad move.
I try to save it to the end, at least with one of my meals.
That at least makes some kind of sense.
That's how I try to do it.
Yeah. I was hardwiring my crashes into my day. It's not good. All right. So now we're in the current decade.
Current day, yeah.
Yeah. This is... I think it's important to point out, Dave, because we just talked about going full circle. There's a there's a progression. There's a story. There's a narrative thread.
There was.
And now we're here. And it's all of our life experiences building on up to where we are today. And we have choice, right? We can consume any of those things we used to consume, assuming they're still around. But now what are you choosing for you? That's what today is. Like, that's what's fascinating about it for me. Because it's what you do now.
Well, I went with the time.
Yeah.
I could have very easily have gone back. I didn't want to do that. I actually had to think about it harder. What would today be like for nostalgia, for the future?
Okay.
So
you rock with that.
I went with current stuff.
Okay.
As best I could. Some of it has been around a while, but some of it is what I actually do today.
Okay.
Started off simple, drink. A motor, I'm trying to watch more. And people argue back and forth. Real sugar, substitute, whatever. I am all about no longer drinking my calories.
Yeah, yeah.
So I am all 0 calories. So diet Dr. Pepper is what I go to now. Coke Zero is good. I change it up a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they keep coming out with, this 0, that 0. But Diet Dr. Pepper is my main go-to these days.
Got a whole fridge, by the way. Zero calorie sodas. We switched. We did the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Quite happily living that life, sir.
Yeah, once you get used to it, it tastes the same.
Yeah, and like you said, I'm not drinking my calories. I don't gotta feel bad if I want to drink a second one. Not that I do that often, but just saying.
I'll drink them all day long. It's like 0 calories.
No, I walk with my jug of water.
I'll have water during the day, and then usually evening time that's my soda time. I'll have 2 or 3. But if you like, so do you prefer the diet or the 0?
0.
Really?
To be very clear, 0.
Okay, because there is a difference.
Oh yeah.
I prefer Diet Dr. Pepper, but I prefer Coke Zero.
Respect.
But also, Diet Coke just brought back Diet Cherry Coke. And I like that a lot better than Coke Zero Cherry.
Okay.
So, exciting news in the Diet Coke world.
Yeah, no, I get it though, because they're from a distance and on paper, you're like, this isn't going to taste much different, but they do. There is a difference.
They do. And like the Coke Zero Cherry doesn't taste like a cherry Coke to me. Not like it used to. But the Diet Coke with cherry, I might as well have been popping open one of those purple cans.
Oh, yeah. I know the cans there.
Yeah. I think it was 90s.
Yeah, you're right.
90s. Yeah. It's like I'm opening up one of those.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, that's...
A, I respect it, and B, I agree.
So your drink is 0 sugar as well?
It is nowadays. Beyond that, I drink a ton of water.
Do they have a 0 sugar Mountain Dew?
I don't know, but I tried Diet Mountain Dew once and hated it.
Yeah.
And like I was just done with it at that point. Okay, I don't drink Mountain Dew anymore. Like I just let it go. It's not worth it.
I mean, they have like 20 different flavors now.
Yeah, I know.
And some of those are
Me and mine
sugar.
make fun of them on the regular. They're like Oreo flavors. It's like, Pepsi, what the fuck are you thinking?
I tried that one. Tried it.
Okay.
Took one drink.
Wait, what?
That's all I could do. And then, what was it? One of the root beers came out with a Sunday float or something like that.
I remember seeing it.
Ice cream sundae. That's what it was.
Remember seeing it, yeah.
No, it's almost like drinking a black licorice.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
No.
But it was also 0 sugar. So if it had been full flavored, it may have been different.
Okay. All right. Well, you're already talking about drinks. Go ahead and back into the rest of your snacks, too.
Okay, so snacks these days, try to stay a little more healthy. Beef jerky.
Oh, it's good.
It gets me my protein.
Mm-hmm.
It's filling. Yeah, especially the...
Oh, yeah. Those are good. I've had some, I don't know if it's chicken or turkey or whatever it was, but yeah, big fan.
Yeah, I love the beef. Chomps, grass-fed. Yeah, food. I could be bad with it, or I could be good with it.
Okay.
But Wingstop.
I had them wrote down.
Yeah, I mean, I could go traditional, no flavor, just plain, and be good, or I could be bad and get flavors or even the boneless and have the fries.
Let's take a quick detour on wings for a second there, Dave. Lots of places have different ways of making their wings. And I'm not talking about seasoning versus sauce, although I'm going to ask you that question here in a moment. Breaded versus non-breaded. Where you coming down on this?
I prefer traditional.
I do too.
Bone in.
Yeah, some places, and I want to say Buffalo Wild Wings breads even their bone in, they bread them to give it more of a crusty crust. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't want that.
I don't either. Okay. Oh, and I think you just answered my next question. Bone in versus bone out, which, by the way, folks, is a fucking chicken nugget. It sounds like you're bone in.
It's popcorn chicken.
It's so much better with the bone. Like you can actually get some of the moisture from the chicken versus a nugget. It's just a nugget. Like, come on.
So Wingstop, my addiction there is the ranch.
That ranch is ridiculous.
So I always have to get a large ranch.
That's an option. What is it? Like a tub?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's big enough you can dip your wing in there.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, you could straight down coat the whole wing.
We're talking Shaq 2-step drop. Nice.
Oh yeah. when I'm not feeling like putting all the work into handling it and eating through the bone and all that, I'll go boneless. I just take a fork, stab it, tip it, and there you go.
If you're making that choice purely out of convenience, respect. As long as we're not deluding ourselves into thinking it's still a wing.
No, it's just, I want ranch covered, smothered chicken.
Okay.
And I like Wingstop's crust flavor.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
I like that flavor they have. So
Crystal loves their corn, their Cajun corn.
Never had it.
Yeah. It's fried corn, and then they hit it with Old Bay or something.
Oh,
That's good.
I bet it is.
Yeah. Okay, so last question on the wings before we'll get back to the show. Dry rub versus sauce. Excuse me.
Depends on the flavor.
Okay.
Typically, I just use the ranch. I'll get them plain. But other places, you will try something like Pluckers.
Okay.
They have a Dr. Pepper flavor. That's pretty good.
So, I don't know if it was last year when you invited me over to Chili's to eat and you introduced me to those chicken strips that are...
It was a mango chipotle. Yeah, mango chipotle flavored.
I very much enjoyed that. That said, when I order wings consistently, I'm not getting a sauced wing. I want a dry rub. Wingstop in particular, me and Crystal absolutely love the New Orleans. It's like their Cajun rub. It's no sauce. It's just rubbed. And then we do the Dave special and we dunk in the ranch.
Yeah, if I go with more of a rub, I do like the garlic parm.
Can't go wrong there. For years, I was on garlic parm. So yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, but it has to be done just right. If they smother it, that's too much.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, just a little tiny bit. And it depends on where it's from too.
Okay.
Like some places it's just, it shouldn't be a liquid. And some places do a liquid.
Yeah. That ends up getting kind of weird because if you're like the Arona household and we order way more wings than we could possibly eat in one sitting because we want leftovers, like those don't reheat quite as well because they're gummy. It's, yeah. Not gummy. It just gets weird.
Yeah. And there's no big deal talking about wings and veering off to that. I mean, it's what,
Oh, yeah.
at our age, wings is it.
Yes.
It might be for everybody these days. I don't know. But
Fuck yeah.
the chicken wing is definitely a staple these days. And they're on a pedestal.
Yes. Yes, they are. Did you have anything else in the snack and food department, or is that pretty much it for you?
Again, going back to Wingstop, the mild is actually a really good flavor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like spicy stuff, but just the flavoring of the mild, I don't know what they do. I guess it has that good flavor to it.
Nice.
But that's all I got.
Okay. I would only book in that with my snacks from current era. A lot of popcorn. Always going to like Twizzlers. That stayed with me my whole life. If I'm feeling like I want something a little more indulgent, I like Reese's. I'm a big fan of Reese's. I don't eat them often. I really don't. But it is not exact. I mean, granted, I've had those Reese's over there for freaking 6 months, but occasionally I'll get into a mood, and that's the only way you can scratch that itch is just to have some.
It's a seasonal thing for me. I love, if I'm going to do any kind of a chocolate candy, I will do the Reese's around Easter because the Reese's eggs, love those things.
Yeah, those are great.
And then Halloween, I'll do the Reese's, was it Ghost? Pumpkins? Something like that.
I will say format, just strictly from a format's perspective, if I were doing a night where I was hosting people, I'm kind of feeling like I would go in the direction of Reese's Pieces, especially if I could find a bunch of individual, like during Christmas time, you have those candy canes that are filled.
Candy cane tubes, yeah.
I'd find some tubes, a bunch of tubes of Reese's Pieces and just kind of lay those out. That'd be the move.
Yeah, I'm not so big on those. I like the Reese's eggs, the Reese's pumpkins, or whatever, twice a year.
Yeah.
I'll have some.
The pumpkins, I forgot all about those. All right.
That's really, really good stuff. And then, sometimes now I will feel a little more nostalgia and I want to go back. Sometimes I'll grab a box of Twinkies.
Twinkies, really?
And try those out.
Huh.
Or something like that. Or I'll have a Nutty Buddy. Or, some of those Hostess Little Debbie snack cakes, that we grew up with eating in our school lunches or whatever all the time. I'll go back and just refresh my memory on them.
So when it comes to Little Debbie's, there's a king and there's a queen in that category for me. And they are oatmeal cream pie, and fudge round. King and queen.
Never a fan of the fudge round, but I'm not huge on the chocolate. But I do like the oatmeal cookies, the Nutty Buddies, the Crunch, Star Crunch.
Oh, yeah.
Then fancy cakes.
Yes, Dave.
Do you remember it wasn't the fancy cakes, but they were the square cakes and they had a white coating and the chocolate chips on top, the chocolate morsels.
Yeah.
They don't have those anymore.
That's true. You see a lot of zebras nowadays, the zebra striped ones.
I am so sick of zebra.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, they were good when they were a big thing, but
they got kind of a waxy mouthfeel to them, you know what?
Now that that's all there is, I can't do it. Like, I'm over zebra cakes.
I will say, oatmeal cream pies are the one thing that I won't dare buy the boxes because they won't last. Because between me and Maya, like, it's one of those things that we're trying to even attempt to be healthier at all. Those have no place in this household. They will not survive. I'm serious, Dave. That's on the other side of the line between self-control and discipline and moderation. No, that fucks it all up.
Yeah, it's out the window.
Yeah, it fucks it all sideways, Dave. That is not the thing to have in my life if I'm trying to do better nutritionally.
Especially when you get one and it's kind of melted a little bit from the heat and it's gooey.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah.
Oh no, I make it worse. I make it 10 times worse, Dave, because when I do break down and buy them, I don't get the little ones. No, sir. I get that big, massive log-looking box where each cake is like 3-4 inches in diameter.
No, it's the size of a cookie. It should be
massive. But yeah, so it's good that it's best that I just stay away from those.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes you
want it. I know.
You gotta treat yourself every now and then, even if it is bad for you.
And you know what I do, Dave? I go to a gas station and I buy one.
Those aren't the same, though.
They're not. But it's that or I'm eating a whole damn box, sir.
Because it was one of the gas stations. They've been there for months.
Probably. Yeah, it's like 3.
Yeah, that's why I don't do that with the Twinkies. I have to go get the box because it's as fresh as it's going to get.
Oh, those fucking Twinkies at the gas station, they could have been there 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, if it was one of the old style Twinkies before they sold and got rebought and rebranded, whatever, it'd still probably be good because they had a significantly longer shelf life.
Like infinite?
Now, I will get a honey bun from a gas station because you can't get them that size anywhere else. They're
That's true.
Huge.
That's true.
And you take that, throw it in the microwave with some butter on top.
You butter your damn Dave. That's a heart attack wrapper. That's what that is.
You got it. If you haven't tried it, you got to try it.
I will make it a point to try it once because that sounds amazing, but also deadly.
Oh, it makes it so good. So good.
All right. Different category here. I'm going to take us over to video games because this is the era of me and we. We being overcooked with the family. It's a cooking game. Gets chaotic, tests relationships because it's multiplayer, but you have to work together. Like maybe we're making hamburgers on this level. Okay, someone's responsible for the bun. Someone's responsible for working the grill. Someone's responsible for slicing cheese and vegetables and then assemble. And in that, because there's 3 of us, not 4 of us, one of us has to deliver a plate of food out to somebody so we can actually get credit for it. So there's that. We played it mostly on Xbox, the Series X. Multiplayer, 3 of us at a time. That's the kind of the me aspect is retro games. This is where I've started to get back into playing the older games. My Steam Deck is like my walking retro machine. So that's where I would say for video games, console. Thinking back just for half a second though, on the whole food subject, pizza, because that's been my recurring theme through this whole thing. My favorite way to do pizza now is to make my own.
You put Wingstop on that?
No. We order quite a bit, so they might as well be on the damn list.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying, you have leftover Wingstop, you chop it up, throw it on pizza.
I might try that sometime. All right, so consoles, video games with you. What are you putting on the list?
So, yeah, it's playing with my son. myself, I'm going back retro, but playing with my son, he's not so much into it.
Mhm.
So it's Series X Call of Duty
Okay.
style play, or, his Switch. We'll play some things on his Switch. The game I have, besides like the Call of Duty, would be like a Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever kind of multiplayer game you have these days, where you can both play at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Because, he gets tired of playing first person shooters with me because I just kill him all the time.
Fair enough. All right.
What board game you playing these days?
Hunt a Killer.
Hunter Killer?
Hunt a Killer. This is one I didn't even have to think about. Hunt a Killer, that's a brand of murder mysteries.
Okay.
Open up the box. There's the crime, and you got to figure out who done it and how and all that. We've played many of those in this household. And I got a couple over there. They're queued up we need to get to, but we've played a vast majority of what Hunt a Killer even sells. We've played that many of them. That's practically the entire reason, Dave, that dry erase board's on the wall in our game room, because we use that when we're writing down evidence and clues and doing timelines and stuff like that.
So because y'all play those kind of games, do you ever just play Clue?
I love Clue. I love Clue. My family whoops my ass on the regular at Clue, but I love Clue, sir. Love Clue.
Mine is, I play it with my son mostly. It's like his favorite. Some sort of Uno, because they have like 20 different versions nowadays.
Yeah, yeah. I love Uno.
Yeah, I haven't played Dos, but yeah, Uno All Wild. And what was the last one we played? It was rough. It had a wild draw 10. And you could stack all of them. It had a switch hand card. And I think No Mercy, maybe?
Okay.
No Mercy or something? Yeah, that was brutal.
That's awesome.
TV show today.
Again, another one very easy for me. The greatest joy I have in watching TV with the family is when Amazing Race is on. We absolutely love that show. We've even talked about, hey, can we go on that show? Can we get getting really good enough shape, because there's a lot of cardio in that show, a lot of running. It seems like they're running perpetually. We love Amazing Race, dude. We'll get our food ready, get in there, sat down, kick the dogs off of us because they're constantly trying to steal our food. Not literally kick them, obviously, but like get on the floor. No lap time. And just go. We absolutely love Amazing Race and having food and making that a whole event.
Okay. Mine is a mix of things. The Mandalorian. Really into that. And then, especially since he's local, almost everything Taylor Sheridan.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, everything he's come out with. I'm
From
enjoying.
Yellowstone on, yeah.
Yeah, Yellowstone, Landman, Linus.
Linus is fantastic, by the way.
Tulsa King.
That's on my list to start watching. I haven't started watching it.
He's making a new one called Frisco King.
Yeah, yeah. Sam Jackson?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Can't wait to see that one. There's another new one that I just started watching. Man, I can't think of the name. Oh, Marshalls.
That's also on my list. Falls Casey and his son.
It's been pretty good so
Nice.
far. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, loving Taylor Sheridan. Like I said, he's local. So,
Oh, yeah. Very local.
I mean, he brings business to all these mom and pop shops around here because he films them. And it's cool because you see the shows and you're like, I've been there. I've ate there.
Right?
I stood right there just hanging out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that. Probably that more than the Mandalorian, even.
Okay.
Yeah.
Movies, transitioning into that.
That was actually pretty easy. Another thing with my son, and I just put down the newest one here, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. I'm going to do a quick Google to make sure I didn't mess this up. But Spider-Man, what's the first one called?
The Tom Holland series?
Yeah, yeah.
Was it Homecoming?
Homecoming. So that is 2017. So what I'm going to say for the 2020s is something that I can always get my daughter to watch with us is any of the Spider-Man Holland films. 1, 2, or 3, as it were.
Fourth one when it comes up.
Fourth one when it comes out, yeah. But that kind of trilogy, I can always get my daughter to watch. I personally like the first one the most.
First Tom Holland?
Yeah, first Tom Holland movie.
Okay.
Just because Michael Keaton, his Vulture,
Yeah.
was pretty awesome.
Yeah. It's the only good part about the Flash.
Agreed.
Keaton Batman.
I completely agree. So that's what I put in there. Anything in that trilogy.
Okay.
Even though the first Spider-Man Holland film was actually before this decade, nonetheless.
It's no longer a trilogy now.
Well, and that's pretty much it. Bookends me. Did you already do your movie?
Yeah, I did the Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh yeah. I know I got music and I've been doing music throughout all the decades. But for where I'm at today, it's completely mood based. Completely different. Depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So that's simple as that.
Yeah, because I don't really listen. I don't even. Where would you go to listen to new stuff? Because even on the radio, like they're always playing older stuff.
That's I don't know.
I mean, I know they come out with. I guess all these kids today that they listen to everything on Spotify and things like that, and not so much the actual radio. I drive for a living, so I'm listening to the radio all the time. If I do get on a music app, I'm usually just listening to a playlist of older stuff. So yeah, that's the music I listen to. Older stuff happens to be my own playlist, or I do a lot of movie stuff now, more than I did.
Yep, I'm right there with you.
Just reminiscing of all the movies. Yeah, I remember that movie. That's a song to it.
And maybe that's the sort of the indirect answer to the question. Is where do you go to listen to new stuff? And I don't even attempt it, so I don't know. Like I don't even listen to the radio when I'm driving, really. So I don't even know how new music would penetrate my world. Thinking about it.
Well, it's because I'll listen to a classic rock station most of the time. Some of these songs that come on there, it's like, it ain't that old. It actually is, but I mean, you're talking early 2000s. They're putting on a classic rock station now with AC/DC.
Come on.
I'm like, oh man.
Come on.
So it's the classic rock station is now more of what like the Eagle used to be.
Yeah.
That's what a classic rock station is now.
Oh boy. Okay.
And the Eagle is more like, I guess 2010 era.
All right.
So.
Yeah. That's wild. All right, Dave. Well, that is everything I got for our nostalgia night. That was frankly a hell of a journey.
It was a deep dive into some things
I hadn't thought about in a long time.
Yeah.
And what's amazing too is you pulled out stuff that even though I was doing research on the decade, I still didn't think of. And some stuff where I had some regret not adding that in there, but still.
Yeah, this was a fun one.
Yeah. All right. Anything else before we wrap up?
No, that's our life in a nutshell.
Yeah, kind of
Pretty
is.
much.
All right, well, look, we're going to end it right there. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. This was a blast. Love to hear your thoughts. If you have your own version of what a nostalgia night would look like, by all means, let me know because I'd love to read about it. Other than that, I'm your host, Gene Rona, signing off. Dave, any parting words, sir?
This appears to be one of our longer episodes.
Yeah.
So hopefully you grabbed a drink and a snack and went on this journey with us. And hopefully you enjoyed the content.
Hell yeah. All right, y'all take care.
Later.